infrastructure, scale wasn't just an advantage, it was survival itself. The blueprint for Adani's empire crystallized around a deceptively simple strategy: identify infrastructure choke points, acquire them through aggressive debt financing, then leverage those assets to expand into adjacent sectors. His first major coup came in 1995 when Gujarat's government awarded him the contract to build and operate what would become Mundra Port, a decision that seemed almost impossibly ambitious for a company with barely $100 million in assets. Conventional wisdom suggested that ports required decades of patient capital and gradual expansion, but Adani understood that India's economic growth was creating urgent demand for cargo capacity. Using a combination of debt financing and political support, he began construction on Mundra with the vision of creating India's largest commercial port. The project required over $5 billion in investment over 15 years, money that Adani didn't have but was confident he could borrow against future cash flows. This became his signature approach: identify assets that would become indispensable, acquire them with borrowed money, then use their cash flows to finance the next acquisition. By 2009, Mundra Port was handling over 60 million tons of cargo annually, making it India's largest commercial port and generating the cash flows that would fuel Adani's next phase of expansion. The port's success validated Adani's core thesis. In a rapidly growing economy like India's, infrastructure assets with natural monopoly characteristics could generate returns that easily justified aggressive debt financing. Power generation became Adani's next frontier, and here his appetite for debt-fueled growth reached breathtaking proportions. Recognizing that India's economic expansion required massive increases in electricity generation, Adani Power was established in 2006 with plans to build some of the world's largest coal-fired power plants. The numbers were staggering. The Mundra Ultra Mega Power Project required over $4 billion in financing to generate 4,000 megawatts of electricity, while the Tiroda plant in Maharashtra needed another $3 billion for 3,000 megawatts of capacity. Adani's approach was characteristically aggressive. He would simultaneously develop multiple gigawatt-scale projects, financing them through a complex web of rupee and dollar-denominated debt that eventually exceeded $20 billion across his power portfolio. The strategy worked brilliantly during India's high-growth period from 2006 to 2012, when electricity demand was growing